Obama will strike ISIS wherever they exist, including Syria. President Obama on Wednesday announced a comprehensive strategy to degrade and ultimately destroy the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, or ISIL, that will broaden the U.S. military role to include airstrikes in Syria but not put any American combat troops on the ground in the region. Until now, U.S. air power was only deployed in Iraq for the sake of protecting U.S. assets and personnel there and helping prevent a humanitarian disaster as the Islamic militants targeted religious minority populations inside the country. In order to systematically degrade the group's capabilities, however, senior administration officials said the U.S. would be lifting those restrictions and hitting ISIS targets inside Syria where necessary. Our objective is clear: we will degrade and ultimately destroy ISIL through a comprehensive and sustained counterterrorism strategy, Mr. Obama said. I will not hesitate to take action against ISIL in Syria, as well as Iraq. This is a core principle of my presidency. If you threaten America, you will find no safe haven. The president also announced he will be sending an additional 475 troops to Iraq to help train, equip and advise the Iraqi security forces, a total of more than 1,600 U.S. troops there, but will not be putting American combat troops on the ground in either country. Mr. Obama cautioned that the U.S. will not engage in a ground war like the ones waged in Iraq and Afghanistan during the last decade. Instead, the administration plans to model its military tactics after counterterrorism strategies deployed. Mr. Obama said the U.S. have been successfully pursued in Yemen and Somalia for years, to degrade al-Qaeda and deny the group a safe haven. Play video. Obama, ISIS fighters are unique in their brutality. I want the American people to understand how this effort will be different from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, Mr. Obama said. It will not involve American combat troops fighting on foreign soil. This counterterrorism campaign will be waged through a steady, relentless effort to take out ISIL wherever they exist using our air power and our support for partner forces on the ground. The U.S. counterterrorism campaigns in Yemen and Somalia combine airstrikes and direct action against al-Qaeda targets with training and support for local security forces. There will similarly be an emphasis on bolstering Iraqi and Kurdish forces inside Iraq, as well as the moderate rebels inside Syria, to engage ISIS on the ground. The administration plans to broaden airstrikes in Iraq as well. Mr. Obama specifically asked Congress to grant him additional legal authority to train the rebels. In the fight against ISIL, we cannot rely on an Assad regime that terrorizes its people, a regime that will never regain the legitimacy it has lost. Instead, we must strengthen the opposition as the best counterweight to extremists like ISIL, he said.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingme.webs.com.